I wanted, you to sign that, ratio study homestead, paper that's due in, oh, shoot. I just have to send in that we're planning on declaring 100%, that's what I'm shooting for. And, that we, how many homesteads we have, and what our estimate on, how much they're gonna have to send us, so. And it just needs to be signed by the assessors.
Okay. So we're the assessors, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we need a
Well, the
motion.
assessors.
So I'll make a motion that we sign the certified ratio declaration
I
form
will
as requested.
second that.
All in favor? All right.
407 houses, how many?
Is it more than 3 assessors attach a sheet with a copy of the above declaration and additional signatures? How do you want to handle that? Well, just the first 3 people sign it and we're good? That's what it says. And that's not my email, it's Jackie's email. I would just ditto that that's where that goes to her. You see what I mean, when you sign it, I wouldn't give any, I just, yeah. Just have them all go to her. Okay. Is that it, Jackie?
That's it.
Okay.
Well, that was easy.
Can Renee send that in for you?
Yep, that'd be great. I'm gonna be there Friday, so it doesn't matter. She can
Okay.
either send it in or I can
No,
email it in
It
Friday.
says if there's more than 3 assessors to attach a copy of this and add signatures. Is 3 enough since it's the majority?
We're gonna do just first.
What was that again?
It says on the bottom of the page that there are more than 3 assessors to make a copy of this and add the additional signature. But if 3 is the majority of the assessors,
Right.
are we good with
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that would leave it at that. That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Thank you very much. We're gonna close the assessor meeting then.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
for all
you.
your
See you
hard
later.
work.
All right.
And we're gonna open
Bye-bye.
the select board meeting now. We'll need a motion to sign the warrants.
So moved.
All in favor? Guess that was my motion.
And while we're signing the warrants, make a motion to approve the minutes of May 24th, select board meeting as written.
Second.
All in favor? Foreclosed properties. Suzette, did you want to explain why we have foreclosed properties on the agenda? Or we have a letter, that's right.
Well, they're on the agenda to create the tax on pages for the automatic foreclosure.
So did anybody get to read the letter I've already?
Yes.
Yes, I read.
Yes,
Yep.
and I
So-
would propose that we accept his offer to complete his payments.
Is that a motion?
For all,
Yeah, I would
for
move.
all three,
That means I'm moving it,
I will
okay,
excuse me,
I will
for all
second that.
3 properties?
Yes,
on all 3 properties,
Do we have a
yes.
second?
I second.
All in favor?
Just in case you didn't know that, it's,
Wow, so
Okay.
moved.
So, do we have any other foreclosure?
Yeah, the trailer.
The trailer, is
Chuck,
how do
you
you
like
want
it.
to do the trailer? That you did a really, really good job. I love that you put the tax information and the property on there.
Yeah.
That was fantastic, because it just gives us a better idea of what's
I
on.
didn't see the color.
colored pictures.
Did we
There's
hear
no-
Budget cuts.
Did we hear anything from the landowner?
Yes.
Oh, we
He
did.
does not want the truck trailer. I invited him here tonight, but I don't see him.
So, what are our options, Renee?
Have we voted on anything else? You didn't vote yet, right?
We vote on, we voted, we voted for
To accept.
Well, you know, the new
For
ones are these
the
swim
letter
things.
first. what was in the
all three
letter.
properties.
We pay off the property and have it back.
Okay,
Are we allowed to do that?
Yes.
Just to make sure.
so the question is, do you want to try and sell this trailer or tear it down using dilapidated building
Yeah.
funds?
I guess my heartburn with this whole thing is, people rent their land out, they make the money off it. Then they don't pay the taxes, whoever owns the trailer, and the taxpayers in Lubec get to pay to
Yeah, you
tear it
think the
down.
owner would have to get rid of it?
That is not right.
Actually, the owner could technically charge us rent for having town
Right.
property on their property at this
And-
point.
Why do we even bother taking?
So nobody wants it at all, there's things in there, it's not worthless? It can be
Oh, it's
moved?
junk.
I think
It's
it's a
junk.
little over the top for a fixer-upper.
What I did was I left it with
I
the
take your word for it.
property owner, I believe evicted the tenant at the time,
Yeah,
and so it's between the landowner and the property, that owner to, about stuff that's in it,
Mm.
you know, because there is a clause, Suzette is here to explain if we need to, about personal property, we have to give some 21 days.
Yeah, you have to send them a letter and give them 21 days.
But where this is a mobile home that's a rental to the property owner, it's kind of different,
How did we wind
Yeah, but
up
if we own it now,
getting this?
because
Trailer.
trailers are real estate, they're taxed as
But-
real
But
estate.
this person was he was charging just land rent to put his
Right.
trail, okay.
Right,
I
yeah.
thought he was renting, like, okay.
Then when they're all done with it,
Right.
they
well,
make
no,
the
I
money
think
and the
we need to give
taxpayers
them
get
time,
paid.
to get their things.
And the
Who?
reason why it's on our tax applied list now is because the owner passed, which took off homestead exemption, which made a tax on the trailer.
He has water hookup and all that stuff?
I don't know what the
Oh,
rate,
down
I would
there,
imagine.
He does?
Yeah.
I wonder how that is
Yeah.
going.
Well, there's the property owner right now.
yeah. They shut it
Well,
off.
for
We're
goodness
just
sake.
talking about it now, Gary. Gary Morris is the landowner, but not the trailer.
I thought you said it passed.
No, the
This
trailer.
is
No, he's right there.
We mean passed by.
the trailer owner passed.
Where's that Florida tan, Gary?
I don't go outside in Florida, it's too hot.
It's too hard.
So where we're at with it is the town foreclosed only on the trailer. The contents of the trailer, I believe, are between the property owner and who he evicted, because I don't know, we're not gonna get in the middle of that.
Mhm.
If rent is owed, he owns, you know, I don't know, I'm not getting into the
Yeah,
middle
how
of
do you wanna,
And that's the 21 days.
that. Right, but,
when we foreclose, we have to give the property owner 21 days to get their things, how
Yeah,
do you
but
wanna
we-
handle that?
I don't know what's in
right
the
here.
property, you know,
Well,
cause
then
we
the person
foreclosed, we
But
foreclosed
don't-
on a
I was
person
gonna
that's
say,
deceased.
Didn't the person who lived in the
Yeah,
trailer die?
died.
Right,
So
but then
who's
he
gonna
rented
go-
it
Oh,
to somebody else.
okay.
Oh,
So this
okay.
stuff is not the
So how
deceased
is it
person's
not
stuff?
his
So the
trailer if he
delinquent
rented it?
person is still very much
How can he
alive.
accept money?
I'm not gonna, I don't know. Back in the, you know, we're trying to keep it simple, is the town now owns this trailer.
Well, let's ask him what would you like to see done?
What I'd like to see, just get it out of there.
You just wanna get it
And I'd like to
removed.
have you pay me for the rent when, long as it's there.
Well, then maybe you could split the rent with us that you got from the second tenant that came into it.
The second tenant is the one that owes me the money, that was paying. So, now you guys own it, so it's on my property, so you owe me money.
What would they do in Yellowstone? I don't know.
Don't go on the train.
Well,
Don't go on the trail.
how past due was the rent?
Oh, it was last August, I think, it's the last time I got a payment.
Carol, all we're liable for as a town is as of April 18th and beyond.
That's right.
That's when the town foreclosed on
It was not out until then.
I guess if
What is the rent, like, may I ask?
200 month.
So how much do we owe you?
Well, it's April 18th, so.
Oh, April, April.
Yeah, we'll be foreclosed.
Well, it's not us, it's the taxpayers of Lubec
Yeah.
that are gonna pay the bill for it.
Well, if we remove the trailer in a speedy fashion, would you waive the, would you sort of like donate that rent we supposedly owe you? Because it's gonna cost us quite a bit to get it removed.
Why would I win?
You can't,
Well, you made money off of it.
you can't remove it, you're gonna have to tear it down.
It's not sellable, it's not.
No, I'm not saying it's sellable, I'm just saying to remove it, it's gonna cost
You
us
can have-
money.
You can have the fire department burn it and
No,
practice.
no, you cannot.
No, there's too much
The
caustic
DEP
stuff in
will-
there.
Throw you in jail.
What did
It's
it
not
cost us the
wood.
last time about to have one
What
torn
was that,
down?
how much?
It's about $3,500 to get rid of one.
That time it was probably a couple, $3 grand.
Yeah, it's about 3,500, 4,000 to get rid of one.
Wow.
The question is, who's,
So it's less than 5,000, we wouldn't have to put it up to bid.
right, whose junk is,
Belong-
there's a bunch of
As
junk.
far as I know, it belongs to Joe Mazel.
Well, that's between you and your renter.
No, not who owns it.
We only foreclosed on the trailer, not the junk
That's what I
around
mean,
it.
the trailer, that's who owns it, is Joe Mazel. Apparently,
We didn't.
Eric
No, but it was like.
McLean.
Klein sold it to Joe Mazel. I don't know, I didn't see the paperwork, but
There's no log of that, and it was all under McLean, so. it
What'd
was
you say,
McLean.
Ruby?
There was no log of, Eric McLean selling it to Joe Marzal, so,
Probably handshake deal.
Mm.
and it was all still deeded in the system as McLean, so. Joe Marzal's kind of out of the equation on it.
For, between the town and.
Right.
To who?
Well, maybe we can have the CEO look at it down there and see, you know, what's on that property. I mean, there's a lot of, how do I put it, a lot of crap on that property. I mean, just junk. Well, it's not
I
our
don't know that we're
responsibility.
responsible.
No,
for
we're
the
just-
junking
no,
of
no,
property.
no.
Right.
So
Wrecked the
how,
trailer.
how did the trailer get there in the first place?
Fine, no,
They
no.
came in, and it's been there for how many years, or?
I don't know.
You bought the property with the trailer on it?
Yeah, the trailer belonged to Eric's father,
Okay.
Stephen, which also passed away.
Okay, so, but how did it get on the piece of property that you now own?
It belonged to Stephen McLean.
Okay,
He put it on there.
And he's been
and
gone.
you bought it from Steve
No, I
McLean?
didn't buy it. It's not my trailer.
No, who I'm
I'm talking
talking
about the land.
Right.
Oh, the
Stephen,
land.
the land.
Land's been in my family for quite a while.
Stephen rents the land from him, put a trailer on it.
Right, and then Stephen died and Eric got it?
And
And then when's the last time you had an agreement with anybody on the rent?
Well, this last guy, with Eric, this last guy, Joe, moved in and I didn't know it. So I had to get out and confront him. I gave him an eviction notice, but then he said, well, I'll pay you all I owe you in past and keep on paying you. And he did for quite a while. But,
It's always been 200 for a long time.
and who put the water and waste setup on the property?
that would have been somebody in the family back,
Somebody who owned the property in your family.
long time ago.
I just feel that if the town taxpayers are having to pay $3,000, $3,500 to remove it, to help you not have it on your property anymore, that it's a little bit over the top to ask us to pay rent.
I agree.
That's my personal opinion.
I agree.
Yep,
I
I
think-
agree.
They're doing their share by getting rid of the junk that's on your property.
Well, that's the way the court would look at it. It's my property, you have to pay me rent while it's there. What if it's there?
From April 15th, we have to pay you rent from
Right, what
when
if
we
it's there for
foreclose.
another
We're talking
year?
less than a month.
What if it's there for another year?
So how many months do you think
It
it
would be
would?
a lot cheaper for us to leave it there for
Yeah,
another 2
how
years.
many
and
months
take
did
it
you
down.
successfully collect rent from this guy? That you just said for quite a while, he paid you rent after he said he kept you up and all that. How much money was that?
That's none of your business.
Well,
Well, the
I
thing
think it's the
is,
taxpayer's business when you're
No, it
expecting
isn't.
them to
we need
pay
to
up.
have the CEO go down and pay this.
I think we get rid of the trailer and
I
the
got a
rest
piece-
of it.
Listen, I've got a piece of property and you guys have property on it that I can't use that property anymore. I want you to get it off there, but while it's there, I want you to pay me rent. That's fair. So,
I don't think that's fair, so,
that's your opinion.
it is my opinion.
Is it possible to get somebody like, what's his name, Stanley or Yates or somebody?
Family died.
Stanley
No,
did
not
fast.
Sheldon,
Stanley did
the other one.
I don't know the other one.
He collects
Gary's name?
Gary's
That's
name.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know,
He may come
maybe
in,
Yates, maybe
Or Yates or some-
Crabstall?
something like that. I don't know whether she'll do it anymore, but those are people that
No,
do that.
we've had
Do
people
what?
do
Can I,
it.
can I
Yeah.
make a motion?
Yes.
Please. I'm gonna make a motion that, since it's gonna be under $5,000, that we, hire somebody, to remove the trailer.
Do you want me to contact the last company that removed a trailer from us, for us?
Yeah.
Perhaps that one, or somebody, whoever can do it the quickest would be my request, that we get the trailer.
Legally.
Right, we get the trailer, right.
I talk to them 3 times a day, so I'll call them when I leave here.
We get the trailer removed safely,
Is there a pumping station? right?
and that's it,
Yeah.
Okay.
and that's
I
it.
got it.
That we remove the trailer. That's it.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
So, yeah, sure, fine.
All in favor?
Okay. Gary, is that okay with you?
That's fine.
Sooner the better, I bet. Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have to remove anything else, just the trailer, none
Right.
of the junk.
none of the junk, just the
You
trailer.
can have the junk.
Don't want the junk. Well, thank you for coming in and clarifying some stuff. It must be really frustrating. I know it is.
I have to ask you, Gary, are you happy in Florida?
Not really.
Good.
Nothing to do down there.
What did she say?
Well, I was worried that politically you'd be much happier down there.
Good, okay. This is going off the track
Oh,
here,
yeah,
off the track.
let's get going.
Okay, Washington County Sheriff's Department. I was contacted by Chief Deputy Mike Crabtree regarding our contract that we normally pass at our town meeting for $5,000 for the extended coverage. The Sheriff's Department's future is not shaky, but it appears the state police is indeed pulling back even more, and so they may not be able to honor that contract. So they just wanted us to know that they may not be able to. I suggest we continue, at least for this year, to raise that 5,000,
Yeah.
continue to put that in our article, just in
Yeah,
case that we can.
It's in there now, isn't it?
Yes.
And
So,
then maybe.
I just wanted to let you know
And
that.
maybe, I don't know, I know we've reached out before, but maybe we, as a select board, send something to our representatives around the importance and the obligation of the state police,
Yeah,
if
the
we pay
state
tax
police.
dollars for that too.
Exactly.
You know, that, I know they're overworked and underworked, but I'd like to see, I'll make a motion that we
Yes.
send some kind of letter, to the state police office and to our representatives around the issue that we need the state police to give some service to us.
Right, I mean, we pay our county taxes and
And we pay our
that's for the
state-
sheriffs too, you know.
We pay for state.
On the other
We have
hand,
a
we're
second
not
on-
alone.
Second on Nancy's motion?
And
All
I'll
in
just
favor?
clarify, I'm good with Renee sending it as a
Okay.
town, yeah, you know.
Okay.
I'm hearing this all over the state.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Yes.
is Renee saying that 5,000 is gonna go up to?
No, we're not, we're just gonna keep it in there.
And
instead
hopefully
of
they can
removing
do it.
But they're just, warning us,
No.
they're just warning us that they might not be able to honor it.
Yes, okay, we'll keep it in there anyway.
But they won't get paid until
They have to do
services
something to get
are
their money.
provided, yeah. They send in the bill monthly.
Is there anything we can celebrate today?
Yes, it's a celebration.
Yeah, June 7th. Over.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, now I'll be real quick with this. On Memorial Day, we had a little to do. And a lot of it had to do with communication. And I didn't know this until Renee told me, but there's a sign out in the lobby on what we're supposed to do as committee and committee members.
Actually, it's
Right there. And I didn't realize that, but we had some miscommunication about a few things. And so I haven't even talked to the group yet, but I think we'll make a mission statement about open communication with the town, the public and our members, and to provide meaningful celebrations as we have in the past, and to, be more responsible. And I apologize that happened, but we're not trying to take anything from anybody. We just want to provide celebrations for our town. I brought this is tentative, And, there are a few things right now, I see the book sale, Lubec Library, that's off those times. We're gonna add 2 summer keys. And we've got a lot of really good things going on over the holiday, a lot on Sunday the 2nd. We got a lot of really good things happening that day. And every day, and I wanted to say, our fireworks are gonna be July 2nd this year.
Second?
Yeah, on a Sunday night. So Danny is gonna try to provide a show for us on 4. Yeah, and he does have a good one. I talked to you recently about the bridge light, and I hope we can follow through with that. Shelley and I both been busy, but we talked to you, I think, 2 meetings ago about it. And so we're gonna be following through with that.
Can you talk to Mr. Steer directly?
Yeah, we want to.
Yeah.
Shelley and I, she's been real busy with bus runs.
And you knew some owners down there too, right, Jason?
Yeah.
Some property owners that might,
Yes.
you know, if we had a couple
What do
options.
you need from him?
Well,
Yeah,
what
it's,
we need,
To put a pole or something.
Rachel, right by the bridge, when you're going up the bridge on his property, I think Lubec had placed a town outlet there. They had something there for sports years ago. I can't remember, but there's an outlet there.
Mhm.
And if we could get access to that.
For the
Okay.
lights.
And
I
we
looked
have-
into that and it's a state, it's not a town.
State one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not an option.
So maybe, we haven't talked to them about that part then, but, we still have over $1,000 that were donated to the town from both sides. And we'd really still like to pursue it.
If we could have a service pole installed and then
Yeah.
just turn on the meter when something's coming up and
Yeah.
then the town have it turned off when.
And just have it
so
on
that people
strictly
can't use it
holidays.
when it will
That's
be
all.
locked up, right? Lock it up.
It's nationally famous. When I went
Yeah.
back to visit Michigan, people talked to me about it.
Yeah.
Those folks are back.
Oh.
They came back about 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
so I will mention it to the wife and I'll have her.
Well, if we can get the contacted, then that would be
Yeah.
great.
Because that's our hangout, is
They
not
own-
having access.
I'll tell you, they own the cabins up in North Lubec, past my old house.
Yeah, see,
Up there, the
but if you
barns,
could
very nice.
even have them contact Renee or us to, pursue this, but we'll still be working on this and
Looks like you got a lot of work
thank you
done
guys for
already.
your support.
Thank
Are you
you.
gonna place these around
Thank you very
town?
much,
for
Warren.
everybody?
Yes,
Good.
after we get them,
Straightened out.
corrected.
Thank you, Warren.
Just let
Thank
me
you,
know when
guys.
it's completely finalized and I'll put it on our website and make copies for the
Yeah.
public.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So next is final town budget review.
Yes, the copy that is separate than the one that's stapled in the packet is the most recent. It has the school budget that I got today in an email from the superintendent's office. I don't even know if I brought my own copy.
So, the
So-
last page, I imagine, right?
Second to last.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
This being the first meeting in June, there's another meeting in June, and then the last one to sign the warrant will be the July 5th meeting. So we do have another opportunity to finalize this, but the sooner we can do it, the better, because we have year end coming up and getting all the town report stuff prepared. But this is a compilation of.
When do we go to print?
We send it out usually right after you guys sign the.
Right after July 5th?
Yeah, right after July
And you
5th.
can get it back by August 2nd?
So
Okay.
we do have all 3 members of the budget committee here. If you guys want to work anything out, this is, your time to do that. So,
Did they ever put I didn't make the last couple, did they ever put anything in for culverts? An extra line item?
I think Culverts has, Culverts have a line item?
It did in the town, town garage, but
And there's culverts.
it's very low.
We only
There
did
is
what the
culverts.
director
Yeah.
asked.
Street, though.
But it'll buy you back free.
Didn't we have a sidewalk?
So we looking for one more quick gathering before the fifth?
Not if it's, everybody's
You've
been
been to
heard
the- you've
from.
been to all the
Been
budget
to 'em.
meetings.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
There were 3 joint, and then the budget committee had one on their own, and they emailed some.
Just the amount in there isn't gonna put probably 4 culverts in, so that's gonna be, gone real quick. I just didn't know if we could do something
Culverts
separate.
are on page 7. It's not much there.
It's 3,000, that's not enough to do anything with, Mandy News is telling us.
But we had
Oh, I
been known to take,
Could've
culverts
gone
for the
4
road
times.
improvements too.
Oh, there's another fund, road improvement fund.
Right there, it says 3 to 5,000 in road improvement budget.
Is that considered road improvement culverts? They would be, right? So can they get it out of there, Jason?
He has,
Because
They both
they
use it.
worked very hard to get this
Yeah,
finished.
no,
Yeah,
we
that's
can
fine.
use it for that.
Was there anything that we disagreed on? I don't think there was. Didn't the select board and the budget committee agree to everything?
We're a very compatible group.
We had a few little, you
We
know,
worked
back and forth lines, but I think it went really well. We have some very dedicated people on the budget committee.
And very thorough.
I love thorough, yes, that's
the
what
only
we like.
last thing he had that was an issue with an Excel rounding issue
Right.
with the municipal building housekeeping. It says 5%, but it's not, it's technically in figure. So it's 6%.
Did that go through the 6% on everything?
Yes.
The other thing that was mentioned from the budget committee was in the Board of Selectmen line,
Where's that?
page 2. The new line of contingency for 1,000.
Yeah.
They questioned the title of it. We opted, yeah, page 2, yeah, the contingency. Where other departments have contingency as well, that's kind of where,
Yeah, and you never had it.
yeah, we've never had it.
So what? And their recommendation was that it should be something else?
Possibly if it's for like the Christmas party that, for the employees.
Oh, that's where we put that line in there? So
If
we've
it
never
has,
been
if
paid
it
for
has a
it.
purpose,
No, it's
then
never
that
been
purpose should be what the line item is.
Exactly.
It's not contingency.
Right,
Yeah,
But if
it's
there's
already
anything
earmarked or
else-
something.
right.
Yeah, it just, I understand the other departments have, but I can understand the administration having a contingency or public works. But select board, it just, in my mind, raises a question.
It's
Why
nebulous.
would you need
Yeah.
that?
It's
Oh, so
like the
this is
select
under
board slush
selectmen?
fund.
Yeah.
It
So I
doesn't
have to
sound
review
right.
it with
We
the
really don't need it, you know.
Well, there are towns with select boards that have contingency funds, I can tell you that already, you know.
Well, I mean,
they do, and you do have to travel to places and there is training involved, but I,
But training and travel both have a line.
Yeah, they go.
I didn't, I didn't have anything to do with contingency line, so you must have a reason why you wanted it.
Well, we talked about actually, the $1,000 was in conversation, I don't know, a few months ago around staff appreciation and around the Christmas event that happens and about how, you know, and so, I mean, those
I
funds
mean,
would
we
be.
already went and we got, everything we get refunded back from the workman's comp that's overage, and we split that and give them a bonus, and
No,
they
this
used to get
this was
$50 and
already
$100.
But this was more about like,
The Christmas party.
the Christmas party, like, instead of having them pay for their meals, like,
Everyone's gotta show up and Merry Christmas.
here's your bonus, now pay for your food, but the selectmen get included in this.
So-
that was the that was
Right,
the, that was the purpose
conversation.
behind that, around like staff appreciation, so that when you ask them to come someplace, you don't ask them to pay for
Well, I
it.
see
You
what you
know, like, that was the conversation that, so like, I don't know, it could almost be in a personnel line, you know, versus under the selectmen contingency. But
So it's
maybe
sort of
perhaps
like-
for this year, so they don't have to redo the budget, we could publicly identify the selectmen's contingency as for staff appreciation and payment, and then next year in the budget, we could find a more appropriate pace.
Do a special line item.
Or put it into personnel or something, because that was the conversation, right? That's what it was. And
That's right.
I don't remember how it got decided to be called contingency, but you
Right,
know.
so we have no problem, no quibble with the purpose.
Okay.
How it's
But this is where it should be hammered out between the two.
I mean, do you want to change it?
We can change it this year, this has not been printed,
So then what should we call it? Staff appreciation?
The bar fund.
No. I mean, what would you
That's it,
recommend?
BYOB.
What would Martha, really, what would Sue Wells do? Staff
How about employee welfare?
employee welfare, I like that. That's good, thanks Denise. Is that okay with you guys?
Sure, point of welfare.
I like the bar
I like the Martha too.
That raised some
But
eyebrows.
that's what the conversation was
That,
around that.
that getting talking at the tables.
Because what if you need to use it for something else?
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I think contingency is a broader.
It is.
I
It
think
is.
we should leave it as
But that's
contingency,
like
because
you
we
all.
may need extra toner for the copy machine,
Yep.
and you're over budget.
Yep.
No, I don't see it that way. No, because it's not a checkbook. That would go in a supply
Oh,
line
then
item.
with contingency, you'd see it as,
Then you would know to up that budget if you were
Yeah, but I mean,
over.
contingency lines are exactly what she
I
said,
mean,
when
that's
something
just a pretty
unexpected comes
expensive
up.
part
Yeah.
of it.
Unexpected for the select board?
For the select
Well,
board.
Well, it could be
Because they
unexpected for
paid
the,
for
it
it?
could be
You're not
unexpected
gonna
for
vote
something
that.
in the town budget,
Yes, and
that, like, there just isn't money somewhere to cover it, so it's
Well,
like,
go
you
down
know,
to,
that-
Chias, like the party should be
In other
here in
words, it is
Lubec.
a social.
I don't want to go down there.
you can cater it out and bring some here. My point being, was, I don't think there was much appreciation for them asked.
Okay, so now we've got discussion. I crossed it out for employee welfare.
I think we should just keep it contingency.
I'm okay with that too. I, was
For
my,
this year,
I don't think the budget,
next year we'll change it.
Yeah, you could change it, and see what it ends up going for.
they're calling it a slush fund. I don't like that.
Slosh fund, did you say?
I don't like that either.
It's called Jesus Day.
We get to make our recommendations and then we'll vote.
But I think, so maybe it's not employee welfare, only because that makes me feel like it should be under personnel, so maybe
Yeah, I
it
don't like
is,
that word either.
just,
No.
Let's leave it alone for this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we'll only spend a little bit of it, and we'll have a reason, we will be, transparent in what it was spent on, okay? And then they can say yea or nay next year. Okay, do we need a motion for that, or that's it?
It was already.
It's already
nothing
there.
changed.
Okay. Any other questions on the budget? We do have one last chance. You can scrutinize it in the next meeting in June, what? And you're not gonna be here though, are you?
21st.
You're not gonna be here. But Suzette's gonna be here. And she's good with the budget.
Yep.
So,
She's the one that.
she can change it if
yeah,
we need
so,
to.
she's the one to be here. So, do you have any final questions?
I have one. What about this letter from
Is that
Susan
an all?
Collins?
Yeah, well,
Should we vote, should you vote to accept, or just leave it?
well, because you said there might be other discussions and you
Yeah,
accept
we
it
will.
now,
Let's
there's
just
something else
leave
to
it to
talk
when
about.
we're approving the warrant for the, for, you know, when
Yep.
we approve warrant, we can.
Yep.
Is there a
So
letter
it's just a workshop.
Is there a letter from Susan Collins?
Yes,
There is,
to-
it's in our
to
packet.
Renee.
is.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember reading it in my packet. Are you gonna read it to the general?
Yeah. You want me to read it? Dear Ms. Gray, I received a request for federal funding to upgrade wastewater infrastructure in Lubec. You may be pleased to know that I have requested that $1 million be included in the fiscal year 2024 interior and environmental appropriations bill for this project. Submitting this request to the Senate Appropriations Committee is a critical first step in the appropriations process. The annual appropriations process is very competitive,